Hello students, hello everyone. I hope you are all fine at your houses with your parents and you are taking care of yourself and your parents too. Okay students, today we are going to learn about a new chapter, a different kind of school. Students, I think you are very curious to know about these schools. Yes, how these schools are very different because the school we often go, if we attend the lecture, we read and learn, we play with our friends, also we make a fun with our friends, we solve the sums, and at the end of the day, we return. But what is new in the school which is placed in this lesson? Let's see. It is a different kind of school. So before you read, just see what is given here. Do you know these words? If you don't find out their meanings, bandage, crutch, cripple, honor, and misfortune, as well as system. Students, I will tell you the meaning of this of these words while our lesson. Okay, so look at that next question. What is given over there? Okay, so look at the picture in this unit and guess in what way this school may be different from other schools. So let's see the pictures. In first picture you can say, see, here there is a building, means it is a school, and how these students are, and what a beautiful garden that school has, right students? But here in the first picture you might see that the girl was covered by the girl's eyes were covered by the handkerchief, right? Okay, so that, and one boy hold her hand. Okay, so that, let's see, is there any next picture in this lesson or not? Okay, on second there was a no picture, on third page also, right? So just I think it will be quite different school. Okay students, so let's begin our lesson with the first page. Okay, look at that. The first line in the first para: I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school, but not till last week did the chance come to visit it. Here, the writer of this lesson, can you tell who is the writer of this lesson? Yes, I will tell you. The writer of the lesson is E.V. Lucas. Yes, and here writer himself told us that he had not get that chance to visit the Mrs. Beam or Miss Beam school. Okay, and he was looking for that chance from the last week. Okay, and then what happened? When I arrived, look at that. When I arrived there, there was no one in sight but a girl of about 12. When writer reached that school, at that site, means at that area of school, you can say there was only a girl which is about of 12 years old. Her eyes were covered with a bandage. Yes students, and her eyes were covered with a bandage. It is a kind of cloth that we often use to cover our wound, right students? So it is a cover by bandage. Her eyes were covered by bandage, and she was being led carefully between the flower beds by a little boy. And now she was being led by carefully between the flower beds by a little boy, means one of the boy from that same school was leading her and took her between that flower beds, who was about 4 years younger. Means that boy was little bit younger than her, and who was leading to that 12 years girl. Okay, then she stopped, and it looked like she asked him who had come. When she noticed that, she realized that, she asked to that boy who had come there, is anybody was there, like that. So he seemed to be describing me to her, and then they passed on. And then suddenly, writer found that that boy was describing him to that 12 years girl, right? Okay, so after that they passed on. Okay, then what happened? Let's see. Miss Beam was all that I had expected, middle age, full of authority, yet kindly and understanding. Here, author told us about the Miss Beam. who's that school writer or author want to visit. Okay, so how was she? She was middle age as expected and full of authority, and she looks nice and well understanding, very kind, right? That okay. So her hair was beginning to turn gray as she was middle age, 45 to 50 years old, and her hairs were actually beginning to gray, and she had the kind of plump figure that is likely to be comforting comforting to a homesick child. Okay, so now her figure is like a plump figure. I was see it is a plump figure, and plump means that stout or pleasantly fat, you can say. Okay, so like that her figure was, and uh, it was like to be comforting to a homesick child. I asked her some questions about her teaching methods, which I had heard were simple. And here, why author want to visit that school? It is because author heard so many new things. Author heard about different teaching methods of Miss Beans in that school, and therefore he want to visit that school. Right, student? So when that author reached to the school, he asked different questions about her teaching methods. Okay, then how she replied, let's see. No more than is needed to help them to learn how to do things, simple spellings, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing. She replied. What does she reply? She replied that I didn't do anything in extraordinary, only I told them how to do things, how to learn the things, the simple spellings, additions, subtractions, multiplying, and writing. All these things I taught to all the students. The rest is done by reading to them and by interesting talks, during which they have to sit still and keep their hands quiet. Means the rest of things were only done by the students. Means if they will take an interest of reading, and they will take an interest during while I am teaching to them, okay, and if they will keep their hands quiet, they will definitely learn more and more good things. Like that she replied. There are practically no other lessons. Means I never taught them any practical lessons, right? I just want to told them how to be acquire good living beings. Okay, how to be understand the rule of life, how to gain the nature, how to make your nature beautiful. Okay, like that only I give the lessons to that all students, she replied. The real aim of this school is not so much to teach thought as to teach thoughtfulness, kindness to others, and being responsible citizens. So what are the other things Miss Bean, okay, Miss Bean try to taught them are only thoughtfulness, kindness to be others, means kindness, yes, and responsible. She wanted to make that students very responsible citizen, right? Okay, like that. So look out of the window a minute, will you? She asked author. She asked author, will you look out from a window for a minute? Yes, I went to the window which overlooked a large garden and a playground at the back. And when author saw out of the window, he found that a large garden and a playground. Okay, and what do you see? Miss Bean asks. Suddenly she asked. When they reply, what do you see? Then author replied, I see some more very beautiful grounds, I said, and a lot of jolly children. It pains me, though, to see that they are not all so healthy and active looking. But when I saw that, I replied, author says that a beautiful garden is there, beautiful grounds also, and some jolly childrens. But the thing which pained me to see that they are not so healthy and active looking. When I came in, I saw one poor little girl being lead about. He told that Miss Bean that when I entered into the school, I saw that one poor girl was by leading by other boy. Okay, she had some trouble with her eyes, and he told that that girl has some trouble with her eyes. Now I can see two more with the same difficulty. And here author again told that also I observed other two girls or other two students with the same difficulty. They didn't have their eyes open. And there's a girl with a crutch watching the others at play. She seems to be a hopeless cripple. See, these are the words which I told you I will tell you the meaning of. Here, the two words crutch, right, students? Crutch, it means like a beggar. They looks like a beggar, okay, and she seems to be hopeless cripple, means disabled. Cripple means disabled. Those who are not able to walk, those who are not able to talk and to see are called as cripple, mean disabled people. Okay, so like that author found that the girls were crutch and cripple. Okay, so Miss Bean laugh. On that reply, Miss Bean laugh. Oh no, she said. She said that, oh no, she's not really lame. She is not really lame. Lame means one-legged. Okay, and also this is only her lame day. And she told the truth. What was that? It was the lame day for her. The others are not blind either. It is only their blind day. So I think you might got that idea what or why that school is to be different. So there was the day of blind day, there was the day of lame day, in which on the other hand you can say in our school we celebrate the rose day, the pink day, the chocolate day, like that only. But here in this school they celebrated the blind day, the lame day. I think it's quite different. No sir, no students. Yeah, so look, I must have looked very surprised. First she laughed again, and when I heard that I was very surprised. Author says that, and when I and she laughed again on me, means that Miss Bean. This is very important part of our system to make our children appreciate. This is a very important part of our system to make our children appreciate and understand misfortune. We make them share in misfortune too. Students, see, now Mrs. Bean is going to be discuss about how their school is so much of difference. Okay, so she told that we are here to make our children appreciate and understand misfortune. Misfortune means unfortunate condition or bad luck of other people. Each term, every child has one blind day, one lame day, one deaf day, one injured day, and one dumb day. Student, look at that. What kind of the days were there? Blind day, lame day, deaf day, injured day, and dumb day also. I think it is very curious to know about. During the blind day, their eyes are bandaged absolutely, and they are on their honor not to peep. Means they must be honor not to peep out of the bandage. Means they have to follow that whole the day blind. Right? So the bandage is put on overnight, so they wake blind. Look at that, student. What is that condition is? They have to put the bandage overnight, and when they awake they feel that they were blind. Why? Because they must understand what are the misfortune to those blind people. This means that, look at that next line, this means that they need help with everything. Other children are given the duty of helping them and leading them about. And not only that, students, but other students also had given the duties to helping and leading them about. They all learn so much this way, both the blind and the both helpers. Both the blind and helpers, both the students will learn so many things. They learn how to honor, how to respect the other misfortune people. Look at that next lines. There is a no misery about it, Miss Beam continued. Miss Beam continued. Everyone is a kind and it is really something of a game. Everything or everybody in the school was very kind. Yes, the all children are very kind and it is really something of like a game. Before the day is over, though, even the most thoughtless child realized that what misfortune is. And this activity helped my children, those who are thoughtless, they realize definitely that what is the misery of misfortune people. Right, students? Yes. Okay. So the blind day is of course really the worst, but some of the children tell me that the dumb day is the most difficult. The dumb day. Dumb means what? Those people who um, could not be listen anything. That is the dumb day. So the most children replied that the dumb day is most difficult. We cannot bandage the children's mouth. So they really have to exercise their willpower. Come into the garden and see for ourselves how the children feel about it. On the dumb day, they are not allowed to speak also. Yes, right? Okay, then look at that. She told that author to come and see what's going on there. Okay, and how children feel about it. Mrs. Bean lead me to one of the bandage girls. Here's a gentleman come to talk to you, said Mrs. Beam. Miss Beam, and left us. So she introduced me, author said that, to one bandage girl and she left. Don't you ever peep? I asked the girl. Oh no, she exclaimed, that would be cheating. That would be cheating, but I had no idea it was so awful to be blind. And she replied, I don't remember or I don't have any idea that it was so awful, it was so bad. Yes, to be blind. You can't see a thing, you feel you are going to be hit by something every moment. It's such a relief just to sit down. Yes, students. And here what happened? When author asks, you can't see thing, you feel you are going to be hit by something every moment. It's such a relief just to sit down. And she replied, yes, whenever I feel like that, when I hit by something every moment, and I relieve that I got a relief when I sit down. Are your helpers kind to you? I asked. And then again author asked to that child or that girl, are your helpers kind to you? And she replied, fairly, but they are not as careful as I shall be when it is my turn. And she replied, yes, they are fairly helpful, they are fairly kind, but they are not so as careful as I shall be when it is my turn. Means she is very careful. Those that have been blind already are the best helpers. Means those have suffered, those students will suffer from this blindness activity, so they are best helpers. It is perfectly ghastly not to see. I wish you would try. And she told that author, I wish you would try this day. Shall I lead you anywhere? I asked. And again writer or author asked her about, shall I lead you anywhere? I asked. Then she replied, oh yes. She said, let's go for a little walk, only you must tell me about things. I shall be so glad when today is over. The other bad days can't be half as bad as this. And she replied, I shall be so glad when today is over, because the other bad days can't be half as bad as this. So this was the very worst day for me, to suffer from blindness, having a leg tied up and hopping about on a crutch is almost fun, I guess. And she replied, what she replied? To become a crutch and with a lame like a beggar is not a difficult. I guess it was a fun. She told like that. Having an arm tied up is a bit more troublesome. Means difficult. Having an arm tied is difficult. Is little because you can't eat without help and things like that. Okay, I don't think I will mind being deaf for a day, at least not much. I don't mind being a deaf. I don't mind my hands to be tied, but the blindness is blind day was very difficult. She told like that. But being blind is so frightening. My head aches all the time just from worrying that I'll get hurt. Where are we now? She asked. And she talked with the author and she told that my head aches all the time just from worrying. She was worried about that she will get hurt from anything. And suddenly she asked, where are we now? In the playground, I said. We were walking towards the house. And she replied to the, I'm sorry, writer replied that we are in the playground. We are walking toward the house. Miss Bean. Then suddenly, look at that. Miss Bean is walking up and down the garden with the tall girl. What is the girl wearing? My little friend asked. And suddenly that small girl asked to the author, what is that girl with beam was wearing? A blue cotton skirt and pink blouse. She wear that a blue cotton skirt and pink blouse. I think it's Millie, she said. What color is her hair? She suddenly asked, she suddenly imagined. I think it's a Millie, the girl who was with Miss Bean, right? And what color is her hair? Very light, I said. Yes, that's Millie. She's the head girl. She's the head girl. There is an old man tying up roses, I said. Yes, that's a Peter. He is the gardener. He is hundreds of years old. And suddenly she noticed, she reminded that that's a Peter and he is the gardener of their garden. And he was hundred of years old. And here comes a girl with a curly red hair. She is on crutches and she is on crutches. Suddenly that girl replied that she was definitely Anita. She said that she was Anita. Look at that, how that crutches were used by that girl. Okay, look at that next page. And so we walk on. Gradually I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful than I ever thought I could be. And now author himself realized that he was more thoughtful than ever he was, right? And I also realized that if I had to describe people and things to someone else, it made them more interesting to me. When I finally had to leave, I told Miss Beam that I was very sorry to go. Miss, Arthur didn't want to go away. He wanted to experience that whole things again and again because he was really impressed by the things. Oh, she replied, then there is a something in my system after all. And with a smile, she told that, yes, it means there is something in my school and why my school is so different. Okay, so this is the lesson written by E.V. Lucas. Abridged and simplified. Abridged, it means it was taken by any of the novel, but in a short form it was described to you and very simple method, right students? Okay, so this is all lesson. We have seen a different kind of school. We will see its question and answer in our next session, right? Thank you.